Hi guys, right here. So for this video is about a video for the PvP hex buff stuff, right? So tomorrow, which is the upcoming like 16 hour when I'm recording this video, you're gonna unlock this Bestial Force hex buff. Is kind of like a buff for like the furry esper. Alright, so and this defensive foray is going to be the defender esper, right? So maybe you guys are curious like what is this buff for and what is the wall soul mark. So I'll go through this video and is it worth it or not. So TLDR, I already went through it by myself, I already tested it. This buff is actually kind of weak, right? But before that, let's take a look at the Bestial esper here. You can see most of the esper here are like the esper that have like some animal element on them, like for example Lin here will have dragon, Nosi here as a snake, Baltina here as a fish, Tava here as a cat, something like that, right? So most of the furry esper, like we have like let's scroll down, we have like Jinchu here, we have Wenlock, we have Sui Zai, Ming Shuo, and I have no idea why Bidao is here. Maybe it's because of the leopard, I guess. Then yeah, yeah, JB is here as well. Alright, so this Bestial esper, I'm gonna try it out and I'll let you know if it's worth it. So I did a few testing. So let's use Jinchu for example. The reason why I'm using Jinchu as an example here because Jinchu S2 here have also Punish Evil, which is a base attack of 100% and base defense of 100%. So let's see if I'm using this Bestial Force, how much damage I'm gonna increase. So let's go into the challenge. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed with the buff. I thought it's going to be very interesting. So if we look at the Jinchu buff here, so we have one stack of the Bestial Force, and it's you get one soul mark, and your attack. This attack is only the base attack by 10% and base defense by 10%. You'll get the wall soul mark whenever you take your turn, and that turn have to be active action. So you cannot go through like Avatara. You cannot go through like pursuit stuff. And let's take a look at how many damage can I deal on the enemy. So let's say I'm gonna fight on you, is Jinchu. I'm doing 5,500 damage, right? With one stack of the Bestial Force thing. But to be honest, it's not really a major upgrade because if I remove this buff, let's cancel this buff. Just now with the buff of one stack, I'm dealing 5,500. And now if I S1, I'm dealing 5,000, which means I only increased by 500 attack. Like, it's not much different to be honest, like 500 attack is not much different. So let's take a look if I actually put a Punish Evil, right? Like increase base attack by 100%. Which means I have a 10 stack of the, I didn't get the buff. Which means I have a total of 10 stack of the Wild Soul Mark thing. And let's take a look at the damage output. So I'm gonna apply. No, I'm not gonna apply the Bestial Force. Right, I'm gonna S2. So let's say I have already 100% base attack from the Wild Soul Mark, and if I attack, I'm only dealing 6,600 damage, which means it's like increase of 1,600, which is not gonna be very worth it. And of course, compared to the other esper, also let's say I'm using basic ability with this one, right? And if I apply this buff and go into the battle, the damage is a lot more higher increase compared to the damage. Like it's like double the damage and additional max HP damage. So I don't really think that the furry buff hex thing is going to be interesting unless they change it at the live server, because 10% max attack and 10% base attack and 10% base defense is not going to change anything. Like not much different compared to the damage of the other buff they can provide. It's like a very minimal damage. Okay, so let's see how many stacks are we able to get through the whole combat. Alright, so I have no idea like how many stacks can I get like the maximum, but so far from like I managed to let it go is until like 31 turn. So far it's like 30 not 31 turn, like 31 stacks. So I get like the 310% base attack and 310% of base defense. It seems like this Bestial Force thing is more like a long-term battle thing. The longer the battle, the higher benefit you're gonna get. Of course, you're gonna keep stacking up, but you only get this buff through every time you get an active turn. So it depends like how do you think about it, right? But if the other buff is like so powerful, they can just like one-shot you at the start. I don't see there's a lot of potential for this Wall Soul mark, at least for now. So yeah, so I can get it at like 32 stacks. It's maybe can go until like infinity stacks, so you can stack like 1000 base attack. Let me give it a shot.
A few minutes later.
So far I can't really get like the maximum cap, but it seems like it's infinity. At least in PTS server I'm not able to make like my Bestial Esper get like more like faster stack, like because I'm gonna die now, like 30 stack, 31 stack, 32 stack, 33 stack, then I'm out of time. But yeah, so seems like the stack is infinity, so it depends like how do you think about the base attack and base defense increase. Like 33 stack is a base attack and base defense increase by 330%. But comparing to the other buff that we're gonna have, like single target ability damage increase, this one here damage increase, defender Esper damage increase, I don't think this furry buff seems that good. So yeah, how do you guys think about it? Feel free to comment down what you guys think about it, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Gen MP, Yakishiba Epic Bullet Point, Sky Elk, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Seimer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwatts, Rimu, Choni, Antonio Winterspoon, Yum Cragren, Riku Fred X Iris, Calamity, Rocco Stenzions, Jordan Alons, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Choni. Thank you so much for your support.